Education, they say, is the best legacy any nation can bequeath to her youth. At Nigerian, ASUU, and CONWA, whatever you want to call it. The recent deregistration of ASUU by the federal government over the long strike embarked upon by the union to demand for adequate funding for government-owned university is one of the many ways various government has attempted to break the ranks of ASUU over the years. But did it work? Anyway, we all know the answer, because if it worked, they won't be bearing the name today. On the 7th of August 1998, the government of General Ibrahim Babangida prescribed ASUU over a similar strike that lasted for months, called as a result of government failure to implement the elongated university salary scale and grant university autonomy. The same issue led to another ASUU strike on the 4th of May 1992, called off after some months until July 20th, 1993, when another strike was called, which led to the banning of ASUU by the then government, again, until the government eventually negotiated with the same banned ASUU that saw to the September 3rd, 1992 agreement. They banned and unbanned. In 1994, ASUU again went over the same issue, reinstatement of SAC lecturer, the annulment of June 12 election, and the renegotiation of the 1993 agreement. But that strike failed because of the politics of June 12. But in 1996, ASUU again called another strike for a renegotiation of the same agreement, which led to the government dissolving the National Executive Committee of ASUU until 1998, when General Abdulsalam Abubakar took over and resolved all of the issues. So did all of this banning achieve the issue, achieve the result? No, it didn't. Otherwise, we won't be where we are today. However, in 1999, the union again went on strike due to the failure of negotiations between them and Obasanjo's led administration. And in 2001, went on another strike over a statement of the 49 University of Ilorin lecturers, which led to Obasanjo describing them as ingrate and lazy. They again went on strike in 2002 over non-implementation of an agreement. And again, in 2003, they done tools over the same agreement. And in 2005, again, it was a warning strike of 2 weeks, followed by another 1 week warning strike in 2006. And students were happy that they have seen all strikes until in 2007, when there was another 3 months strike, before the 1 week strike of 2008 over the University of Ilorin saga again. By this time, parents were already tired. A lot who could afford it has sent their children to universities abroad, including vice chancellors and even lecturers. And then in 2009, the Yar'Adua administration entered into the famous 2009 agreement, which ASUU today is at the core of every subsequent strike. And in 2010, the union embarked on another 6-month strike, which was called off in January 2011. And by December 2011, that same year, they again paralyzed academic activities for 59 days and eventually called that off in 2012. Even business, when you run like this, they off light, they on them, they go strike, they come back, it could not collapse. As students were thinking they had seen all of strike that could be, again on the 1st of July 2013, another strike was called until the 17th of December of the same year. And by 17th of August 2017, students and parents again woke up to another 1 month strike, before a subsequent 3-month-old strike followed on the 4th of November 2018. And then that one was called off on the 7th of February 2019 after the signing of another agreement. Then the failure of Buhari's government to implement the agreement it entered into in 2019 with the union led to the mother of all strike in 2020, which was called off in March, and was eventually called off in December after 9 months. That's full pregnancy. And in 2022, here we are again on another strike called since February. And we are still counting, even though negotiations are still going on. We're always negotiating and then we'll go on strike. It is obvious that a 40-year-old average Nigerian has seen more strike than development in his country. As ASUU has embarked on sustained strike in 23 years, culminating into 1,509 days, which means that the average Nigerian student has spent 4.5 years out of class and still counting in just 23 years. Yet, we want to compete in a world that is diversifying into a knowledge-based economy. We never start. No wonder even the government, the president, governors now send their kids abroad for even primary school. I will therefore advocate that if our universities must compete globally, government must find a way to grant autonomy to the institution after a proper funding and infrastructural enhancement program of the existing structures. And there also, government need to cut costs from certain sectors to fund our university. Otherwise, we would keep going on strike, we will negotiate, we will come back, they won't be implemented, they will ban, change name, until our university become worthless in the eye of the world. Also, we must declare a state of emergency in our educational system and do a complete overhaul to ensure job creation capacity and ability, even after secondary school. That way, not everybody would be interested in going to higher institution. And we must also ensure that we vote in the right government that will be able to do this. Well, as always, that's all we can take for today. For more episodes, simply follow us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. Like, comment, and share. You give a man a fish, you feed his hunger. But you teach him how to fish, you feed his nation. See you next week.